Hello, my enchanted loved ones. Thank you for joining me once again. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here in your presence. And again, I can't express to you how much I appreciate you joining me, and to let you know you are very welcome and safe in this place, in this space with me. I would also like to open up by saying a few things. I usually do this for my videos. I try to incorporate into my videos also my practices that I do as well. And so with that being said, I would like to start out by saying an opening to please grant us a connection for an access to a coalition of collective creators, so that we may unite to heal our world with positive love frequency vibrations emitted from our hearts, our souls, and our minds. For we as one liquid flowing rainbow of love crystals, we are connected, and we are all energetically one, for we are one. So it is, and so it be. It is decreed, and I do receive. Om. I also would like to ask that you grant us access to divine wisdom. I would also like to be granted access to divine guidance. And I thank you for granting me divine wisdom. I thank thee for granting me divine wisdom. And I would also like to ask for all those who are joining me and connecting with me to also be granted divine wisdom and divine guidance. And I thank you for granting us divine wisdom and divine guidance. I would also ask that we be granted divine love, a divine unity, divine shine. And I thank you for granting us divine love, divine unity, and divine shine. I ask that we be granted divine time, divine life, and divine path. And I thank thee for granting divine time, divine life, and divine path. I ask that we be granted a divine coalition, divine speed, and divine transmissions. And I thank you for the divine coalition, the divine speed, and divine transmissions. And so it is, and so it be. It is decreed, and I do receive. Okay, now I discussed a little bit earlier in some videos. I'm going to have to make clips of some because I had some recording issues. So I'm going to go back and see what all we've got going on there, what is available, and what we can salvage out of that. So whatever we can there is fine. If not, then I guess we're going to be starting again here, it looks like. So that being said, I like to open up with October, what is going on here. What's going on in October? October is big, guys. There's a lot of energies, a lot of things going on. And so let's start with this is where I've also entitled myself preparing, because it is eclipse season, my enchanted loved ones. It's a very intense, powerful time. It's peak energy points. There's a lot of portals going on. So that's what I kind of want to discuss with you a little bit in this video. Kind of give you just a little heads up, a little warning on these. They're moon cycles, and this is a full moon lunar eclipse that we have coming up on the 28th. We also have a solar eclipse coming up on the 14th, so that's why it's eclipse season. Again, I'm working on my language, so, and my pronunciation, so bear with me on that. Trying to make sure that I get more clear in my speaking, my preciseness of my words. Sorry, this does get a little itchy at times, but it's fun. Okay, that being said, I'm going to try to focus on these pivotal dates and times. Again, we have the lunar eclipse, which is going to be an intense peak point time. But let's go back to the 14th. Your first eclipse is it's a big one. It's about new beginnings, things being endings, things being undone. It's going to be a pivotal point. There's a big change. There's a lot of very big, important dates, peak energies in October. And so these are all special occurrences, and so they're rare opportunities during the solar eclipse. Could control it. It's a really big pivotal point for to focus toxicity and releasing toxicities. So I'm going to do a few meditations, important ones that will be coming up. I will be posting them also. But just remember that you're the illustrator of all of this. You're the author. It's your storyboard, and you can create your own destiny here. You're the publisher. You're the publisher of this. This is your realm. These are things that I want you to focus in on, especially at this really important time, because it has a lot to do with it's a very intense time. It's a very powerful time. Very special opportunity. Again, I can't stress to you how much and how important these eclipses are that are coming out. And so, and it involves some very prominent signs. Scorpio, water sign, is Scorpio is very intense. It's an intense sign. Then of course you have your Libra. It is going to be your air sign, and it has balance. Balance is what Libra is, and that's what your solar eclipse is going to be occurring in, is Libra. And your lunar eclipse coming up at the end of the month, on the 28th, is going to involve Taurus. And that's your Taurus full moon. I'll have a full moon meditation coming up as well. Again, that's the preview here of the colors that I will be incorporating to that meditation. And again, Taurus is your earth sign. And so with that little storyline being laid out there, that's a lot what this video has to do with, rooting back to the horsemen and the control and the power that we have in the magnitude. So this is why I wanted to get this message out as quickly as I possibly could before these dates, very important dates, come up, because they again, I can't stress the intensity of, it's an emotional, it's an intense, a volatile time almost at the end of the month. Again, we're speaking of moon cycles, we're speaking of eclipses, lunar eclipse, and alignments. There's a lot of alignments that will be occurring at that pivotal point in time. That date being October the 28th. Very important dates that will stand out. They're huge. They're really huge. And again, let's get back to the solar for starters. I want to stress upon what a huge portal. It's a portal. And it's going to be a portal of new beginnings. So we have a great opportunity there. And I want us to focus, meditate. We need to connect to this collective, expanded consciousness of love. That is my mission. That is my journey. It's the journey to the divine paradigm. I speak of it. I constantly spoke of it. You'll see that in my posts. I like to post videos of music containing the messages of love as well. Music has a way, again, vibrations, vibes. It is all about vibes. So the more love, light that we put out there, the more we align, the more we connect, and the stronger we become. We all become. We all are as one. We are one. Energetically, we are directly connected. Another strong message I've put in all of my videos, my bio. If you will look into all of these, my posts, they're very clear, they're very precise, the message, the mission. But another date I would like to, in all positive, because this is all positive, because I want us to understand the magnitude of our being, and we have control directly over all of this. It is our realm to create. I will get further into that as I speak in this video. But the releasing of the toxicity. This is a laser-like focus of a huge portal that's going to be opened there, specifically on the 14th. And it is a peak energy point. It's a very intense, powerful. It gives us a great opportunity to come together to be the author of the story, the writer. Because it's a very important date. I would like us to also set aside and focus on October 26th, at the end of the month, right before our full moon, that will be in Taurus. I would like to, it's a meditation, let's call it a universal, a special meditation day. It's going to be a very good day for meditation, spiritually, strengthening wise. We need to gain all the energies we can. And another thing I'd like to stress and us understand that these energies, the effects of these energies are felt up to 6 months after. So this intense energy that we're going to have on the 14th for this solar eclipse is very important. Manifestation, connection, an energy point in time that will affect our timelines, the divine paradigm timeline, pivoting faster, getting us there faster. So the more people we have, the more meditation we have, the more stronger the abilities that we gain to gain momentum, a momentum to the new world, because a lot of things will collapse but that's part of rebuilding new things. So these new beginnings, because all is well, all is fine, this too shall pass. But it's a building. But I need us all to focus, to center, to love one another. This is a war. There's a lot of wars going on, but we need to choose the war we want to fight. So we have to fight for love. We have to fight for that peace, that the unity of mankind. That's the war we need to fight, and to stand firm on where we stand, and come together as one, the one unity. So another very important date that will be coming up also is October the 18th. There's a dwarf planet, the Eris. It's a very important date. Another really, it's a beginning and endings. New beginnings, new power, new beginnings. So another big pivotal point, a change in time. And very directly connected with power and control, leaderships, transformative. It has a transformative effect. So there's different, and that's due to the aligning of the planets, the dwarf planets, the large planets. Again, Eris is a dwarf planet. There's many dwarf planets, but I want us to understand that our realms are created by us. It's I want to get into a few more things, so I'm going to try to speed through this. I have so many notes, so much to share with you. So these are all, eclipse seasons are very important pivotal points in times that occur in our special. I'd like to speak a little bit now on the lunar eclipse and the full moon at the end of the month on the 28th. It's another very special time occurrence. It's going to occur at 1:23 p.m. Pacific time. Also, very important numbers, 1, 2, 3. Very lined up. There's a lot of very prominent, messages, downloads, uploads, or transmissions that are going on right now. And so these are key numbers also to look for and to understand that they have a direct effect, of the alignment in the moon cycles, the full moon, the lunar eclipse, and these dates. Again, they affect certain things. There's certain planets, Uranus, that will line up that directly affect during the lunar eclipse around the 28th. There's certain alignments that will happen. They are it's a time crossing, like I say, an alignment. And when all these things occur, let me explain to you how these eclipses happen. And so when this lunar eclipse happens, it's an alignment. I will get to you more. I have taken some notes so you could understand, and I will come back to update this video to explain to you exactly what lunar eclipse is and solar eclipse is, so you understand them and the meanings behind them. So when these planets, the sun, the moon, the earth, they all line up at specific times, that's how the eclipse occurs. It also directly affects And that's where we get into the intensity of the Libra and the air sign, and the Scorpio, the water sign, and Taurus, the earth sign. And it's in Uranus, it's in Pluto. So all of these timelines, they go together. And so it can affect land. It can affect certain geological areas of the earth because of where these lines run through and cross, because they have a very powerful, intense energy when they line up. It's a mid-heaven type alignment with warring countries, countries like Russia and Iran and Iraq. You know, I don't, personally, I do not watch TV. I do not watch the news, but some things you can't avoid. You hear and see people talk. There is social media. When you pull up your YouTube, there's things going on. So I can't personally give you specifics, because I don't know them. I will be completely honest with you. I do not know because I don't watch the news. CNN for me is constant negative news. TV, I just, I don't allow it into my energy field. I keep my energy field as clean and pure as possible. And so I don't draw in negative energies.